maybe Apple is the way to go with the MacBook Pro. We've got the MacBook Pro 13-inch tonight. It features a smoking processor, the Core i5 processor, and we're giving you all kinds of extras that you don't get elsewhere at a while supplies last price of $1249, 6 easy payments of $208.17. And you see in the front several colors, and here's where your choice comes in. Because along with the MacBook Pro, we're going to give you the keyboard overlay. We're also going to include, of course, your power cord, your wall plug, your cleaning cloth, and the clip case, and we're going to give you a 3-in-1 bag. So here's the color choices on the clip case are gold, which is one of our most limited choices. Then down here we have a silver marble. This is gold marble. Boy, these are really cool. You talk about personalizing your computer, you'll know which one is yours. Up here is black. Now you notice the color even of the keyboard overlay changes, and that's really great because it keeps a lot of dirt and debris out of your keyboard. This is called houndstooth. Now, with all these choices that I just showed you, you're going to get the black bag, the 3-in-1 bag back here. But now when we move into the purple, you get the purple bag with the purple keyboard overlay. And this we're calling blue camo. And the blue camo, the camouflage look, comes with a white keyboard overlay, but a blue bag. Now, if we tilt directly up from that bag, you'll see what else is included. We're giving you the mouse, the wireless mouse, and the mouse pad. We're giving you your USB cable. We're also giving you a great little USB 4-port hub. So you can have several USB devices charging in that hub or powered up. And then we're giving you a power strip. Man, we're giving you everything that you could need. And then we're giving you some great software titles as well. So it really is a complete package. And here to tell us more about this offer from Apple is Mr. Craig Smith.
Yes.
I guess your middle name's not Apple.
It is actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, as far as you know.
Craig
Absolutely
A.
is.
Smith, the A was for, never knew.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as I know, yeah. Craig Smith, good to see you. Craig is one of our tech experts, and you represent our Apple products on the air. There's a lot of reasons why people are going to the Apple MacBook. One is its simplicity of use. I'm an Apple guy. I love the way it's laid out, and you're going to kind of show us that, but this computer has really everything that most of us are going to want in a computer.
It is, and it's a really easy transition for people that have been using iPhones for a long period of time, people that have been using iPads for a long period of time, because it's a very similar operating system.
It's kind of like the Apple Ecosphere, and they can work together.
They seamlessly interact with one another, which is great because you can use the iCloud through Apple, but this is the way you use the computer itself. Everything about the MacBook Pro is so synergistic with those other portable devices that you're using every day. And when you look at that MacBook Pro screen, you see that gorgeous 13.3-inch high-definition screen. Every little detail looks just spectacular on there. And take a look at that 13.3-inch screen. We've got the webcam going. We have all these other programs firing up at once. This is going to also have all those specs that you're looking for in a great computer.
Wow, that's
with
fast.
That blazing fast Intel Core i5, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Dan, and a 500 gigabyte hard drive. That means you're going to have plenty of space to store absolutely everything you want on your computer.
Here it is. It's, boy, it looks like Chicago to me.
That is Chicago.
Chicago. Well, we're taking a little flyby.
Yeah, this is actually something Apple added to their programs about a year or so ago. They're called flyover tours.
I love that.
And they're adding it to Apple Maps. So what it does,
I'm making it worse.
It's actually a series of stitched together photographs. And we're looking at Chicago right now. Dozens of cities across the country and cities across the globe have this Apple 3D map flyover capability. And there it is, Soldier Field coming up right here in Chicago.
Museum. There's Soldier Field. I used to watch Sweetness there.
There you go.
Walter Payton.
Think about the way we grew up learning about different cities and places, Dan. It was the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
You looked up Chicago, you saw a little 2-inch by 2-inch black and white photograph.
You couldn't even expand it.
That was about it. Now we're doing these 3D flyover tours.
Whoa, look at that.
And that's a program that's already loaded on your computer.
We're driving up Lakeshore Drive.
There we go.
All right.
We're zipping right through there.
Yeah, we are. Wow,
There's the jelly bean.
that's amazing technology. Yeah,
There's the jelly bean right there.
Absolutely. This is amazing technology. One of the reasons why a lot of people are going to Apple is our viruses.
Yes, or lack thereof.
Why is there a lack of viruses attacking Apple MacBooks?
Well, it's a great question because people think, oh, every computer is going to be just as susceptible as the next to the viruses. Actually, that's not true. There's a difference between Apple's operating system and the rest of the PC world. What Apple does, they create their own operating system, and a lot of these programs you're going to be using are exclusive to Apple. So things like iPhoto, designed for the Apple computer, iMovie, designed for the Apple computer, GarageBand, these are Apple exclusive programs. And because Apple creates their own operating system, it's just different than what you see out there in the PC world. We can't guarantee your computer will never get hacked. We can't guarantee no one is ever going to get into your computer. It just, because it's a different operating system, it's more of a challenge out there for the hackers. And most of them just give up. They don't even bother to try to hack the Apples.
All right, so we're giving you the MacBook Pro with the clip case, the 3-in-1 carry bag, the software, and your price is $1249. Now that is a while supplies last price, which means just that. It's kind of a limited time offer because once our supplies are gone, so is that price. We're making it available on our easy payment plan. You can own the Apple MacBook Pro 13-inch with the Core i5 processor with all the extras right now for $208.17 on your credit card. You've got 6 months to pay it off, which, by the way, my daughter Kelsey, when she went to college 6 years ago, I got her an Apple MacBook Pro, and she's still using it in the business world today. And
Not surprised at all.
Yeah, they really last.
They make spectacular machines. The great thing about the Apple too, Dan, is they don't make like an entry-level computer. They don't make that like bottom baseline, kind of computer. Kind of think of Apple as that high-end luxury car is what you're thinking about when you use an Apple device. Because everything they do, all of the specs that are in there, the entire casing of the computer is made out of metal. It's not a plastic
Why
casing.
is that important?
Well, because it's more durable.
Durability.
It's durability, and plus it has a nicer, sharper feel to it as well. Mm-hmm. Every little spec that goes into this computer, from that processor to the RAM to the hard drive, just the casing of the machine itself, something as simple as the disk drive. This has a CD, DVD, burner, and player as well. It's not one of those plastic trays that comes out of a computer. It's actually, Dan, a slot loading drive. And the reason that's an advantage is because without that piece of plastic coming out the side to catch your disk, one less piece to get broken.
Yeah, that's true.
Apple's all about simplicity and making it easy.
By the way, would you mind giving us a little physical tour of this so we can show
we can take a look at that
and everything?
We're going to start obviously with the screen because that's the big wow.
And can I mention, only weighs 4.5 pounds.
So we're talking about portability? Yeah, portability is going to be great. So we're looking at a 13.3-inch high-definition screen. There's that keyboard overlay we have on there, but just to peel it back, there's your actual
really
keyboard.
Nice. By the way, that's a backlit keyboard, right?
It is a backlit keyboard. Another thing, again, Apple adding all the little extras in there for you. So your full keypad, here's your oversized trackpad to navigate everything. What Apple is doing is they're trying to get people to use the oversized trackpad as opposed to having to use the keys on your computer. Just makes everything easy.
But I do want to mention, for those of you that prefer the mouse, we are including a mouse.
We have the mouse as well. So talk about connectivity. Look at all the ports we have here on the left-hand side of your MacBook Pro. Here's your MagSafe magnetic power connection, hardwired to the internet. This computer, Dan, totally wireless if you want to use it that way. But sometimes you check into a hotel or you're somewhere that has the hardwire to the internet, still has that capability. Thunderbolt and FireWire ports right here. If you're thinking, I've never used those before, why do they have these here? This is a faster way to transfer data than a typical USB drive. So if you're someone that's transferring over, let's say, large movie files or video files, this way is a quicker way to transfer it over if you have the equipment that syncs up with the Thunderbolt and the FireWire. 2 USB 3.0s. Also have your multimedia card reader for all those SD cards you have. There's your headphone jack. And as I spin around to the other side, there's that slot loading DVD drive CD player right there. A lot of computers as well, Dan, they're moving away from having a disk drive. The reason they get rid of it, because they're trying to cut back on weight and thickness of a computer. This machine only weighs 4.5 pounds and still has the disk drive. And if you're like me, I have hundreds of CDs in my basement. I have dozens of movies, of DVDs that I've inherited that my kids love to watch the movie again and again and again. If you don't have the disk drive, you can't plug it in. That's why they include the disk drive.
Did your old girlfriends make you mix CDs, With...
That's a personal question, Dan.
Okay. Oh, all right. You're not going to answer. Okay. I'm going to keep asking.
I was the king
Did you
of the
ever have
mixtape.
a girlfriend before you?
No, never at all. Never at all.
With those
Yes,
dance
I
moves,
used to cut those. I used to cut those tapes. Yeah.
They used to be mixed tapes in my era, cassette tapes. I think you were probably in the CD generation.
I was in the cassettes. Just to let you know,
Okay.
the MacBook Pro will not play 8-track. It
No.
will not play cassette.
That's
It will
it,
not
which-
play vinyl either,
yeah,
but it will play
yeah.
the CDs for
Darn
you.
shame, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
really.
don't have those capabilities for you.
Yeah. Why don't you just kind of, what I love about Apple is really the icons and how simple it is. You see all these icons along the base of the screen there?
Sure.
You just, why don't you explain what they do and where
Well,
they take us?
They're the same exact icons you see on the iPhone, the same
Yeah.
exact icons you see on a iPad. And that's the great thing
Right.
about Apple. They're making it easy for everyone
So if you
to
know
use.
how to use one, you know how to use the other.
Sure. So there's iTunes. We all know that icon from using it on our phones.
Yes,
Apple
indeed.
has their own bookstore for you. There's the App Store, your settings. As we move back across the other direction here, you'll notice Safari is going to be your web browser, iPhotos, Maps, Calendar. It's all laid out. You, of course, can customize
By the way,
this
this
toolbar
one,
as well.
when I'm working on my computer, I get my text messages that pop up on
You
my
do.
phone.
You have the ability to
pop up. Yeah.
You FaceTime, you have the ability to hook up here, and your messages. You talked about that synergism rather between the iPhone, the iPad, and the MacBook Pro. Yes, if you're using the same account, you'll actually get your text message will pop up on your computer, so you're not pulling this move going, oh, did they get a hold of me yet?
Yeah.
No, keep that phone somewhere else, and everything can work right
and
here
I
on your MacBook Pro.
FaceTime while I'm working on my phone with people who have the iPhones. It's awesome. It's really part of what I call the Apple ecosphere. I mean, they all tie in together. So here we go with a very special offer, including a lot of goodies, a lot of extras that you don't get at the Apple Store, right?
Well, none of these extras you get at the Apple Store. At the Apple
what
Store,
do I get at the Apple Store?
You get the,
I get the
you get the computer and you get a power cable, and that's it.
Okay.
This is actually an extra cable we're giving you. It's a 6-foot USB extension cable.
Oh, that's
which is,
nice.
It gives you more length if you want to plug something in like your phone or your tablet to charge.
Or even if you're at the airport and you can't get close to an outlet, because you want to sit and work on it, you got
Gives you
that extra length.
6 extra feet.
Yeah.
This right here, I like to call this a power strip for USB plugs.
That's what it
So
is.
this allows you to plug 4 different devices into one USB port, just like you would with a traditional power strip. Oh, by the way, we're including a traditional power strip as well.
Oh, okay.
We have
Nice.
we have the mouse and the mouse pad. A lot of people, like my wife, she still loves to crunch numbers, still likes to use the traditional mouse. I like to use the oversized trackpad, but we can give you both options here. And this is a wireless mouse as well. Bluetooth connectivity. You want to put batteries in here, and you'll basically Bluetooth connected to your MacBook Pro. And then some great software as well, Dan. We have Bunsy Plus for 1 year. It's kind of like a digital scrapbook for you. PicMonkey Royale. I love that. If you go to that website, you can get all kinds of creativity done with some of your favorite photographs. We have a Printer Picks voucher, and then online backup through SOS Online Backup, another program that'll help you out store all your data in a safe cloud.
And we're not done there. We give you the overlay, the keyboard overlay. This really does protect. I like to snack while I'm working on my computer, soft drinks, whatever. You don't want to spill a soft drink. This protects it. And then we give you a case and what we call a clip case, which goes, in fact, Craig, can we see your computer? Yep. How did you get that clip case, that houndstooth on the back?
So I've got the houndstooth for you, and basically all it does is it clips on the screen itself
Just
of your
snaps
MacBook Pro.
right on, right?
And it's not just for the top part, it's also going the underneath of the computer. What's great about that, this is going to give you some extra protection. It's going to protect your MacBook rather from getting scratched and dinged up when you're taking it all around. And the case just snaps on. So I'm going to close my computer for a second. And I basically just pop it off the bottom, and that comes off. And what it does, you can change this if you'd like to. I recommend you keep it on, but that case just snaps right on, snaps right off. What I like about it, Dan, is it adds that safety aspect, but also gives you some color and it gives you some fun as well. So much of technology is a boring black, silver, or white.
Yeah.
Well, how many times do you walk around and see someone with a houndstooth computer or a blue camo computer or a gold computer? You get to become creative and fun with your MacBook Pro.
And Craig now can match his suit, his houndstooth suit.
That's
that he
right.
goes around in here.
I wear that on the weekends.
That's right. When he puts on the disco moves.
You got it,
All right.
man.
So here are your choices. My producer tells me gold is now getting limited. In fact, there's only like 4 dozen in the gold choice to go around. And notice even the keyboard overlay is gold in that choice. Now down here is what we call the silver marble, and that has the white keyboard overlay. And by the way, all these choices come with a black bag that I'm showing you right now, including the black, which has the black keyboard overlay, the gold marble pearl, the silver marble, the houndstooth, all with the black bag, okay? Then we move next to the black, and the houndstooth is the purple. That has a purple keyboard overlay, which is awesome, and the purple bag.